ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Premier Hotspur with your hosts, Si and Matt.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with just a one-off special show, guys. It's about the news, what we heard yesterday, that Conte is getting, it sounds like he's getting the control of the players he wants in January. It sounds like the penny's dropped. It sounds like Daniel Levy and the board are about to listen to Conte and the players he wants. So we will be delving into that, guys. We will be delving into that. And there's been a little bit of a update on the transfer saga tonight. Could there be a player on the way back? But we'll delve into that. Co-host Matt, how's it going?
Yeah, no, not bad, mate. Yeah, all good. Obviously, I'm looking forward to tonight's show, and obviously we had, potential exciting transfer news, only an hour ago. So, yeah, could be interesting. I'm looking forward to this, but yeah, no, I'm all good.
Absolutely, it's great. Matt's back on it as well, and guys, it's just literally there's probably people not going to like what we'll probably go through tonight. You know what I mean? About this Conte, because me and Matt thinking, right, we gave Levy a lot of stick, and he deserves it as well, because him and the board hasn't delivered, Matt, have they, over the last 20 odd years? Really sacked manager after manager after manager without backing them properly. But me, I'm giving Levy the benefit of the doubt here. I really am. I'm with sacking. As I said, I'll go back to it. He didn't have to sack Nuno. But he did. He sacked Nuno. He got in a world-class manager in Antonio Conte under the noses of United, because I really do believe that United, if we didn't go in for him, he would have been at United by now. Trust me. But to me, we'll get into that. Let's welcome a couple of guests in the house. Lily White Lane. Evening, lads. How are you doing? Yes, Lily White Lane. Yes, guys, get over to Lily White Lane. I've done a little video for Robbie earlier on my best X11 for Tottenham. And if you are watching it, guys, if you do watch it, just take it that it's are the ones I want to. They're the ones around my era. I mean, I would love to have gone with the Aussie Ideas, and Hoddles and things like that. I mean, they're just before my time. These sort of players. I didn't really get to watch them. I've seen lots of videos and things like that. You know what I mean? So, evening, Wayne Bonner. How's it going? Evening, Simon, Matt. Evening, Matt. Hope you are well. Come on, you Spurs, Tottenham till I die. Wayne, thanks for coming in, pal. Right, thank you very much. Paul says, hi guys, how's it going? Paul, how's it going, my friend? How's it going? Matt, how's the weather out in Florida? Same old thing, innit, Matt? Same old thing. How's the weather like in Florida, lad? Paul says, I'm intrigued by this transfer news. Dietrich Kane, yes, big up Dietrich Kane. Thank you very much for coming in, matey. So, Matt, you heard it yesterday. You're the one who sent me over the story, that thing. I saw it. I do what I saw it, and you just sent me it after. So, just tell everyone how you felt of that news. That it sounds like Antonio is going to get the full backing off the board. I don't care what anyone says, all right? Because everyone laughed at me and you, Matt, about when before Nuno thing, oh, we wanted Conte, and people actually laughed and say you were not getting Conte all day long. You guys are deluded. And guess what? Yes, the man bowled up at Tottenham. And I'm telling you now, I'll put my neck back on that line again, and I'm telling you now, Levy is going to back this man to the hill. Trust me. So, Matt, do you think what we heard yesterday, that he's going to get control of the players he wants, and sounds like Daniel Levy and the board are going to back him? Do you believe it?
Well, I think Levy and Hitchin and people like that have realised they really have messed up with the recruitment in the last couple of years. By maybe not giving the managers exactly who they want and giving them second and third fiddle, and we've seen it. As past a couple of mistakes. I go back to the Lo Celso over Bruno Fernandes and Joe Rodon over Milan Skriniar or Ruben Diaz. I do think Joe Rodon's a good player, but he's nothing compared to them two. And then obviously the Lo Celso compared to Bruno Fernandes. Well, what would we be like maybe if we had Bruno Fernandes in our team? But rather than go on that subject, he's been promised. That's how the thing it was worded. He has been promised. It's almost like it's kind of been signed and sealed, and there's like a legally binding agreement contract sort of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. I think it's exciting. And I know we'll Levy out and Enoch out, but I think we just have to maybe, try and trust him and see if he can put all this right. Maybe that drumming at home against Man United was our sliding doors moment. Maybe we thought it should have been, after the Champions League final. But maybe because of the stadium being new and money, and they didn't have this loan at that time, maybe it just wasn't sort of possible as they thought. But I really do think now they've realised how bad this team is, and it is a bit rotten in certain aspects. And I think they're trying to pull their finger out and trying to get it right. And I think the emergence of teams like West Ham, going above us, is only going to spur us on without a bit putting a pun in there. Levy won't want that. He won't want West Ham overtaking us. He'll want us to be up and around that area, because he knows we've got to stay in that sort of that sort of area around that 4th, 5th. Should still be classed as a big team in London, as well as in the world. I think Liverpool had their sliding doors moment when they lost to us, funnily enough, 4-1, and they went out and got players that they needed. So hopefully, I'm actually pretty confident that this will be ours. And you don't bring in someone like Antonio Conte and 17.5 million a year, a wage bigger than Jose, and not back him and not give him who he wants. Because like you say, Simon, he will walk if he's not happy. He's that type of manager. But yeah, we're hearing, exciting names, and I'm just excited, and I'm not going to be negative. I've just had enough of, certain individuals or certain people in the Spurs community or the Spurs Twitter or whatever you want to call it, just, putting down the club all the time, every time they can get it. Yes, they've made mistakes, but, I think we've all made a lot of mistakes before. If they're trying to make it right and they want us to get back up in the league and silverware and back the man, back him as high as they can, then I'm on board. And I see a project, and I see a plan going forward, and a certain play style. And you're hearing so many good things coming out the club about players liking training again, learning more than they have in a week than under Nuno in 4 months. So why wouldn't you back him? It wouldn't make any sense if he didn't. And if he doesn't, it's just going to be awful. And it really is going to be Levy out in the stadium. And he did not like that one bit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely spot on. Some really good points there, Matt. Absolutely. Just as I said, Matt. And as Bryce says here, we've been burnt too much. We've been burnt too many times. With one here, morning lads. I believe when I see it, Levy back him. sorry, he's burnt us far too many times to trust him. Absolutely, I, I, I really do get where you're trying to come from there. But there is times where we've been shouting and hollering. He's got to attract the big managers. He's got to appoint the right manager. He's got to back them. Guys, he's done step one. He's appointed an absolute worldie of a manager, right? And trust me on this, guys. This guy will get backed. Trust me. Me and Matt put our next on line and said Conte's gonna get thing, right? And trust me, I'm gonna say the same. He is gonna get backed in this window. As Matt said there, you don't pay a manager. It's close to 20 million euros, I think it is, a season. Yeah, and not to back him, right? As Matt said, it's probably hurting as well the board, seeing the likes of West Ham, what they're doing at the minute. You know what I mean? And Arsenal now climbing above us, 5 points clear of us. You know what I mean? It's probably set, but alarm bells rang as well, especially in the stadium against United. As Matt said there, Levy would not like that one bit with the booing. Yeah, they wanted Levy out, especially with the sponsors. He would have been worried about that. Seriously, the whole package, it will not been liked by Daniel Levy. And he's reacted well. Literally, boom, Nuno gone, Conte in. So that's why I give Daniel Levy just some credit for that, because he could have just kept Nuno. And look at United. They've flipping got battled against Liverpool. Yeah, beaten in the Manchester derby. And he's in the job. He's not only got beat, he got battered. They got outgunned against City. City, that was like a little training ground match for him.
Nothing. There's no effort in there.
But he still is in the job. Yeah. And that's what Matt said behind the scenes there. Our board are showing more ambition than United's board. I mean, at the end of the day, because apparently Conte was waiting for the call from United and it didn't come. You know what I mean? So, and Bryce says a gentleman's agreement, most likely. Wayne say, I believe Conte and Paratici have control over transfers when January comes, and I'll see it with my own eyes. It's very unlikely to do such a thing. This is the thing, though, Wayne. Everyone's stuck because he's done so bad for the club over 20-odd years on the field. When it's going right, as it is at the minute, he's got Conte. It looks like he's going to back him. Right, people just don't want to give him just a tiny bit of credit. You know what I mean? But that's your opinion. I mean, we can't force you to agree with us. You know what I mean? So DHX says, I want my left-footed centre back, Nico Scott. Matt, this guy here,
he is. I haven't really researched much into him. If DHX can maybe tell us a bit more, that would be great.
Yeah.
I do like Bastoni. I've heard of him.
Bastoni and Botman. Yeah. Backup fullback, Murdler, box to box.
The only fullback I've heard in the last couple of days is that Maurizio Lazaro. I think he plays in the Serie A. He's a wing back.
Yes.
He looks pretty good.
Box to box midfielder Kessie. Is it Brozovic? Is two very good players. It sounds like Kessie is. It sounds like that deal is. It's very close. This is what we're hearing. And who's the other one, Matt? There.
Tchouameni. He plays for Monaco. He's only 22. He's an up and coming. He's a very good box to box holding midfielder. He's had a really good season at Monaco so far. And they're sort of likening him to sort of a Vieira type player. Very strong, quite big, but he's good at the pressing and that type. But he's a good player from what I've heard.
Yeah, so you go and striker you go Vlahovic from Fiorentina, which apparently, if you want to believe these sources and things like that, this is the number one target that Tottenham if they want him in January, we're going to have to pay in the region of 60 to 80 million euros.
Euros, isn't
I
it?
think
So,
about nearly 70 million pounds. To me, that would be a massive statement, Matt, if Flatovic, that sort of signing in January,
yeah.
that'd be a massive statement.
I saw a comment on Twitter where a guy was like, get him in January and then loan him back to Fiorentina and then get him back in the summer. And then I commented on it, was like, what's the point in that?
I don't like that. I don't like that, Matt.
I was like, what are you on about? I was like, I know it would be cheaper, but we need a striker. You might as well just get him in January.
Yeah, absolutely, matey. Richard says fantastic news. The rumours are Chiesa and Flatovic will be the first signings.
I haven't heard anything about Chiesa.
Chiesa, I was listening to Fabrizio, and he said that it's a no go, complete no go. He's got a buyout clause of like 120 million pounds. So Vlahovic, that I think that will probably be one of the signings. Football's about opinions. I give Leavely credit though. Bringing Conte, it was a huge statement. Absolutely, Wayne. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, 100%, 100%, and I'll never stop people having their opinion. That if that's what they want to believe and what they want to say, that's down to them. We can't force no one. But it's good, yeah. It's good that you say you give credit, you leave credit for bringing in Conte. It's a huge statement. And Richard says, how's Simon and Matt this evening? Don't you just hate the international break? Yes, I flipping hate the international break. I'm always impressed with is that Zapata?
He's okay. Oh, yeah, he's all right, but he's not. I'd rather have Vlahovic.
Yeah, absolutely all day long. I watch a little couple of videos of him, and he is seriously. I think he's another penalty taker like Harry Kane. Doesn't strike him as well as Harry Kane, but Matt, the first question: who would you like to see come in then? If he's got the full backing, if he's got the full control, as what apparently has been going around, Matt, what are the players that you would truly want the balls to back him with?
I would go. I'd like to see Gareth Bale come back. I think that can be done. I think you could get him back on loan, and then he'd be out of his contract, and then you could sign him on a free. He could play second striker, or he could play in behind. So it's a creative midfielder and a sort of another option for a striker, maybe. I think we need maybe another midfielder. Maybe someone like Kessie. Wouldn't mind that. But my main one, I think I want Vlahovic. Because I do think we could do. I think it'd be hard to get a left-sided centre back in the January window, but I do think maybe we could hold on to maybe the summer. I think our real problem is creating chances and getting goals back into this team. And there's no doubt about it that last season, Gareth Bale, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane, they were breaking records. I think they were the most ferocious front three in Premier League history by stats now, in terms of goals and in terms of the record timing. I just think he offers you quite a lot. I think he'd have a massive boost coming back, playing in front of 60,000. He didn't get the chance to, did he? Just missed out. Vlahovic, I think he'd be brilliant. Either you can, if you want to change the game or drop Harry Kane if he's not pulling his weight. But I suppose someone like Kessie, maybe in midfield, you can do a bit of both, just to maybe drop one of Pierre or Skip just for rotation, or if they're a bit more tired, and then you can play them in the cup, others in the cup games. And I just think more competition for places will like I say, bring more competition. If I could, I'd like to add a left-sided centre back, but in my head, I was sort of like, what do we need more? Maybe a midfielder, probably over I suppose a left-sided centre back. But yeah, that would be my three. I think Bale's an option. I think we should try at least, and if Conte wants him, and go and get him. Vlahovic, and I think try and get Kessie in January. I think just pay him like Inter did with us for Ericsson. Didn't wait for him to go on a free, did they? They paid us
No,
like 12 to
absolutely.
15 mil, and I just think a player like that, I think he's going to be 25 in the summer, so you're easily going to get 5-6 seasons out of him, or at least 4 at top level. So I just think it would show good ambition, and realistically, if it doesn't work out, he's not going to have cost lots to get in, is he? So
absolutely, Matt. Some really good points and really good players who you want to come in. The other one, Matt, he wants a new goalie apparently as well. That was the other news tonight, that he wants a new goalie. Looking at the Ajax keeper.
Is it Onana?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. Actually, I haven't heard about the goalkeeper yet. I obviously been out, like I said, but
that from a fair few sources tonight, saying that he's asked Daniel Levy as well to looking at area as well.
Is that his backup
so
start?
What's that, mate?
Is that to replace Hugo or?
Yeah. He's looking for. Looks like he's looking for a new number one. And as Matt said there, anyone up for a trilogy, guys? Anyone up for a trilogy? Yes. Gareth Bale. Yes. Reading as much as you want, guys. That's what me and Matt says. Look, there has been reports tonight that he has asked, and it's come from a fair few points as well, that Antonio Conte has asked Daniel Levy to look into the possibility of getting Bale back on loan. Apparently, he's come out and said as well that Gareth Bale has got a lot to give still in football, and he thinks it'll be a great signing for Spurs. So, anyone in the comments, Gareth on a trilogy coming back for the third time? Boy, would I want him? Yeah, without a shadow of doubt, me personally. I mean, 12 goals he got last season, 16 in all comps.
Yeah,
12 Premier League goals, 16 in all comps. I think it was.
Like you say, you could put him where Moura's playing at the moment, and there's more of a goal threat.
Oh, without a shadow of doubt. This guy's quality.
Yeah.
This guy's quality, mate. He doesn't lose his. He's like, he reminds me like a Ronaldo, innit? Sort of type. They don't lose their ability, Matt, do they? These sort of players.
No.
They know what to do. They know where the goal is. Comments here. Well, Matt, we got Richard says. I know actually. So Wayne said this is the one time I'll welcome the international break. It gives Conte time to work with a lot of the players. Yeah, I totally agree there, Wayne. Richard says Vlahovic reminds me of Dimitar Berbatov. A tiny bit, but this guy has got a lot more movement because Berbatov's well laid back.
He's not lazy.
He's quite a lazy footballer, but a talented footballer on the same note. But no, I think we'll get more out of Vlahovic, me personally. Richard says Bale got slated by some last season, yet he scored 16 goals and hardly played. Absolutely, Richard.
Yeah.
Absolutely, mate.
Imagine if Jose played him more. God.
Yeah, absolutely. And Christopher saying breaking Antonio Conte has asked Tottenham to re-sign Gareth Bale. Now, I
heard it was agreed in the summer that he wanted to come back. From what I read,
it's coming from a source in Italy. Is it Ruddy? Is it Rudy Gullit? Rudy something it's called.
Gigi and Galari or something like that, isn't it? But, apparently, I think it was he wanted to come back in the summer, and maybe it was Nuno. I don't know, or maybe because they didn't have the manager at the time, they couldn't really give him an answer.
Yeah,
because obviously,
absolutely.
I mean, you remember his interview he did at the end of the season where he said, "I can't say what I'm going to do because it will cause fireworks." Well, to me, that told me he had agreed to come back.
Absolutely, yeah. And me personally, I think it'd be great to have Gareth back. I really, really do. There'll be people out there tonight saying, "Oh, flipping hell, we're going backwards and things like this." But this guy he's the guy who scored 16 goals for us last season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think, and he's, I don't think he'll play every game because obviously you got to, but he could.
No, but we know that though, Matt. No, we know that he won't play every game, but
how
it's
good
the quality of the bench.
On the bench, could come on
Absolutely.
to change the game.
Absolutely. Derek says, "Big up Simon and Matt." Yes, Derek. Thanks for coming in, pal. Wayne says, "I like Sam Johnson from West Brom. Good keeper." Yeah, that's another name to ring out there. He is a good keeper.
Also, he's homegrown, isn't he? So that gives a tick off.
Maybe Jordan Pickford as well, Matt. Do you like Jordan Pickford?
I like him for England. I'm not really sure what he does for Everton, to be honest. Sometimes he's a bit, but he's a good keeper.
Matt, is it probably because the setup he's in, the defenders he's playing with, or?
I mean, he's a good goal. You can see it when he's for England.
Under better coach, can you get better?
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves at times. I think he's brilliant for England.
Absolutely.
His distribution is really good as well.
New coach Schotterbeck is a left-footed centre-back that likes indirect set pieces, likes to dribble, likes to tackle, amazing at aerial drills. Basically, a way better version of Ben White, offensively and defensively. Wow, here we go.
We'll have to
That's the insight. Thank you very much, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to search this later, I think.
Yeah. Wayne says, at least Bale, we have goals and someone who takes set pieces.
Oh, free kicks. Could you imagine?
Did you see Giovanni Lo Celso's corner kick against Everton?
Oh, I don't want to talk
Is he taking the piss? Is he taking the piss or what?
We thought Eriksen was bad at corners.
It absolutely, like he had dripping lead boots on. Seriously, absolutely. Jesus Christ, that was embarrassing.
As soon as he was taking the corner, I was like, oh no.
Oh dear, big up Wayne Bonner. Yes, Lewis. Evening, lads. THFC Curse is back in the building. Yes, Curse. All over Twitter that Conte wants to get Bale on loan in January. Imagine it, Bale, Sonny, Kane under Conte. Hey, absolutely, Curse. We've been saying this, and I think if you stand,
getting it sorted.
Yeah, but if you were telling me like under Nuno, I'd have went not really, but
he wouldn't have come
under Conte.
Yeah, under
Conte, mate. Seriously. Yes, because that would be frightening again, having Bale, Sonny and Kane under Conte. And that'd be a good option if they can't get their other targets until the summer. Something like that will be a good option for Tottenham. Really do be a fantastic option. So big up Kirst as well in the chat.
He can play multiple positions, can't he, as well? Because
absolutely.
He can play right wing, left wing, up front, or just behind the striker.
And Dietrich says, is it Mulder plays for
I've heard of Sassuolo, they're in the Serie A.
That's one. Yeah. And he's basically a Swiss army knife fullback, amazing with both feet, crazy skills, score goals as easily. That's another one I'll definitely look up. Dietrich, thanks for the insight on these on these players. Fantastic. Have you got it? That name,
Mulder. I don't know.
Mulder.
I'm going to search him as well.
Chris says, I've heard that he might at some point change to a 3-4-1-2, which means no wingers. Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Use the wing backs. That's the whole point of his system. He used the wing backs.
Yeah, absolutely. Haha, Kurt says, haha, just seen Christopher's message to ignore that comment. No, Kurt, no. Absolutely, you could bring in your little bit as well. Absolutely, and it's great. It's worth to follow this. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes with it. For Brits, Richard says Fabrizio Romano has nothing on Matt for football transfers.
Cheers, Richard.
Is he all about you, Matt, or is he all about Matty Hayes?
Don't know.
Yeah, but let us know, Richard. Let us know. Sean Snow says, hi lads. I'm just gonna say, I told you so. What did you tell us, Sean? Yeah, what did you tell us, pal? Bowers number 10. Richard says, evening our famous number 1 curse. Alexander Hilton, hello.
Cheers, Alexander. Hello, mate.
Pope at Burnley. I prefer Pope. Sonny has a good free kick. Sean says might as well have Kane taken instead of Lo Celso. Lewis says every single corner hits the first man. What a joke. Whether it's Lucas, Son, or Gio, some shit. We need someone who can take set pieces. Totally agree. Yeah, we never had that for a long time, have we, Matt?
No,
who
we
can take
score
set
from
pieces.
corners. I mean, you look at West Ham. They score a lot of their goals from set pieces.
Hmm.
You know, you've got the likes of delivery of Cresswell. It can win you games. That's how they beat Liverpool. Sometimes you can't always just dribble through the whole defence and score. Have goals like that. Sometimes you need to break a team down with a set piece or a good corner or a free kick goal. And we haven't done that for years.
Absolutely, Matty. Sean said there is no wing in a Conte side. Yeah, I've seen that as well. And as Matt said, it's all about the wing backs, isn't it, Matt? Is that what you?
Your wing backs are your wingers. They give you the width, and then you have the 2 up front, and then number 10 in behind, and that's how
absolutely.
And then 2 sitters.
Matt Mulder is Scully's brother. Sean says, nor is there a Cam. Lewis says, if we had a quality creative mid like an Ericsson and then Kane and Son won't keep having to drop deep, it would change us. Absolutely. We're missing a creative like Ericsson. Richard says, I'm on about Muscle Matt. Danny Conte can have a say on transfers, but to me, this smells of Levy going back on his promises and Conte threatened to walk. Danny, thanks. You can have your, we respect your comment, mate. We respect your opinion. But clip this. Trust me, clip this, what I'm going to say here. Trust me. We predicted Conte will come to Spurs. It happened. Now I'm predicting, yeah. Well, I'm not predicting, I'm telling you straight. Daniel Levy is backing Antonio Conte to the hill. Trust me. And just watch him. Just watch it. Hit this, guys.
If you're not, too sure on it, I advise you to go and listen to the Fabrizio Romano podcast on the Lost Spurs. Very insightful, and this guy never normally gets it wrong. So, if you want to know more about how this works, then it's really detailed. About an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. No. What, the one on the last word of Spurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes long. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's really insightful, and
very good.
It kind of opened my eyes a bit more just to hear it from a journalist that he knows what he's talking about. Fabrizio Romano. He's not one of these Mickey Mouse journalists. He seriously knows. Obviously, he knew all about the deal before, and he tells you all the inside and what Conte has been promised. So I'd urge anyone who's been a bit negative and not sure if he's going to get back, go and listen to that now, because it just it kind of gets you a bit excited. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely, Matty. That's fantastic, man. Jake says thoughts on Gerrard to Villa, boys. Is it a good move? It's a fantastic move. It's a fantastic move for Villa.
Definitely.
Aston Villa, I'm telling you now, has got an absolute great manager there. Rangers will be gutted.
Is he definitely going?
definitely, mate. It's on. It's on.
Oh, really? That happened today?
3 million. 3 million compensation fee has been agreed with Rangers. Papers are in the final stages, and looks like Stevie G will be announced tomorrow as the new Aston Villa manager. It is an absolute fantastic appointment by Aston Villa. Trust me, Stevie G. I would have loved him at Tottenham. Trust me, I think this guy is going to be a real good manager. So yeah, Jake. To me, that's a fantastic thing for him.
It's Jake.
Yes, Adam, bro. How's it going, pal? Outturn beats. Yes, lads. And Adam, he's the one who done our new intro for us. Much appreciated, bro. So Richard Evans says my mate Antonin was great at corners. Darren Antonin, mate, until he's showing them dad that little link in it. That little link up in it. Anson to the front post, Shevnham's, that's it, boom. And that worked.
You know, when we had Van der Vaart and Modric taking our corner, how many set-piece goals did we score? Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
We had the likes of Ledley King, Michael Dawson running in the box. Defenders you knew how to score goals, but defend as well.
Daddy's come back in and said, yeah, been waiting since 2001 for Levy to stick to his promise, mate. Seriously, mate. And as what Matt said, we'll go back to what we just said. Yeah, right. Jose, people say, he appointed Jose, and we all thought Jose was going to do it. This feels completely different to the Jose appointment. Completely different. Seriously, I wasn't hearing all this when Jose was in charge of Spurs and things like that. And to me, Jose just took the job because he was desperate. I mean, he was desperate. I think he wanted to get back into management. He saw it as another job and pay packet again. So to me, Jose was a bit finished me. It was a bit tactics, a bit outdated, and
I think Jose thought the squad was better than it was as well.
Yeah,
you haven't got totally that now. Everyone knows our squad's about average, or maybe not even average. It's kind of below average, isn't it?
Absolutely, pal. But Dan, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, and we'll respect it, mate.
I suppose, in fairness, I suppose Jose was happy with the window when he got back. He chose the players like Doherty and people like that. It just shows he is a little bit washed up. You look what he's doing at Roma as well. It's I think people
are comparing Jose and Conte.
No.
They're a million miles away from each other.
They're completely different managers.
Completely. Absolutely, Matt. So thanks for coming in, Dan. Richard says, I wanted Gerrard at Spurs if Conte didn't join us. World-class player who will be a world... Yeah, I totally agree. I think this dude's going to be a real good manager seasons to come. Absolutely, Rich. Jake says, Romano confirmed it, boys. Said it's up, but yeah. Wow. It's definitely at final stages.
Be great to see him back in the league, though. It'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Derek says if Levy does not do the business in January, the Levy out chance in the stadium will get louder and louder. Yeah. Seriously. And I'll come back on it. And I will say, and I'll eat humble pie, and I'll eat my words, right? But I'm that confident. I am that confident, yeah. Right? Was confident about Conte coming in. I am confident Daniel Levy is going to back this guy. Trust me. There's no ifs and buts. He knows this is his last chance saloon.
This is now Paratici and Conte's Tottenham, or what we're going to be seeing. They're the ones in control. Levy's the one who will be giving them, the money, and they're the ones who will be doing, the business. Paratici wouldn't come here if he didn't have certain promises, and I reckon after the Nuno, obviously, during the Man United 3-0 loss, Paratici walked out of his seat and didn't return. Now, I'm sure Levy saw that as a bit of an alarm bell, thinking, is this guy going to walk as well if I don't get him the guy that he wanted in the start before? So I really think there has been a bit of a wake up from the board. I really do.
I think it's been just a massive shift of change of ambition at the club.
Yeah,
I really do.
Like I say, it's not just one
I mean,
story. It's different stories every day. It's players are enjoying training again. The club are promising him his players that he wants. We
absolutely,
never
Matt.
heard this.
Absolutely,
We
matey.
didn't
Yeah,
hear this under Mourinho. We didn't hear this under Nuno. We didn't have
yeah,
a direction or a plan. Now I'm seeing what we're trying to do.
absolutely. And Jake says Gerrard's due to come to Anfield with Villa at the start of December. Going to be a weird occasion. Absolutely, he'll get us. He'll get a sensational reception
Yeah.
at Anfield. Arthur beats Adam. Says we'll all have to believe in Spurs this time around. Now I have a real good feeling. Absolutely. Adam, big up yourself, bro. Thanks for that intro. Top
Yeah,
man.
brilliant.
Absolutely. Big up, beautifuls. Yes, yes. Bobby Spurs in the chat.
Go on, Bob.
Big up, Bob's. Get over to Bob Spurs as well, guys. He's got that. He's got that good stream coming up on Saturday evenings. In the wall. It's all about Qatar, corruption in football, things like that, in it, Bob. So you could probably give more light on it. It says, big up, beautifuls. Conte putting the non-internationals through the paces makes you wonder who's having the better break. And the internationals are the people back against Spurs. Absolutely, Bob's big love legend. Thank you very much, Bob's absolute legend yourself. Get over to Bob and his channel, guys. I really do. Fantastic
Join in
guy.
on Saturday. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's having a better break?
Well, probably
I
the
bet
internationals, probably. I mean, Gareth Southgate's not going to be fucking drilling them, is he? Jesus Christ.
I bet you've ripping Harry Kane's thinking, oh, flip say, I'm glad I'm ripping out there.
Well,
Jesus.
I bet they're all having ketchup in the England camp.
But saying that, apparently Conte has sent instructions to all the international teams about the Spurs, for the Spurs players to follow.
Well, he said, didn't he? Well, no, he didn't say, but I've heard reports that these players will not be overweight again. I've seen them once overweight. It won't happen again. So if they fuck up over international, mate, he will drop them, or he'll just drill them more. So,
absolutely, pal. Richard say Josie's struggling at Roma now. Absolutely, he's struggling big time over there, and it's a shame. It's a shame. It's like a legend boxer that doesn't know when it's time to retire. And he keeps coming back in it and back. Look, this is what Josie is, isn't it? He's a legend of a manager. He is a legend of the manager. He just doesn't know when to retire. Like what Ferguson did.
You look at Wenger and Ferguson, they kind of knew when time was up.
Absolutely. And maybe we'll see that soon, mate. Maybe soon he's probably thinking to himself that time's up for me. Yeah?
Well, I think the only thing left for him to do is maybe international football. I do think he could manage Portugal or someone like that. I think it would suit him a bit more.
Maybe, Matt. Maybe, yeah. Richard says, I told my wife I don't want ketchup and mayonnaise on dinner table anymore. Big up, Richard.
No oil.
Big up, Richard.
No oil. No sandwiches. Nothing, please.
Sean said, I told everyone that only reason Conte didn't come in because Levy wanted his fingers in transfers. Conte and Paratici control was now signs. Levy signs checks. Listen, Sean, I don't believe that one bit, right? And I'm listening to the good sources, what I'm listening to, the guys who know Conte very, very well, and they know the camp very well. Like I've been hearing from them that the reason Conte didn't come into Spurs in the summer, he had emotional attachment to Inter Milan still, and he said it wasn't the right time to come back into football management. So he didn't. So me personally, just reading as much as you want into it. I mean, believe what you want. That's your entitlement. I mean, it's your opinion. But to me, I'm leaning towards what Fabrizio's saying, that it wasn't the right time for him at the time. He had his emotional attachment still to Inter Milan, and the time weren't right. And I think this time round, They've had really good words. Paratici and Levy had really good talks with him. And he's probably been promised everything. And yes, you can say there Levy signs the checks. Mate, seriously, I think Matt's right. Conte and Paratici is in charge. Is in charge of this transfer window. Trust me.
I wouldn't be
Trust
surprised
me
if
on
they've
this.
got the money already. Like it's ready to go. They've just got to go and sign players and agree deals. And yeah,
Absolutely. But big up Sean Snow in the chat. Fantastic guy as well. Dan says, first time coming across your channel. Big up. We're all Spurs. I just want to see us show ambition in the market. We had 2 great years fighting for a league title and didn't. Absolutely, Dan. Firstly, Dan, thank you very much for coming in and your first time seeing us. Thank you very much. Listen, Dan, we're on here, mate. Seriously, we just speak the truth. We say it as it is, mate. On here, we don't sugarcoat anything. I mean, and to me, and if someone's due credit where credit's due, like what we're saying about Daniel Levy, doesn't matter what's happened in the past and things like that, we'll give credit. And I don't personally don't care what anyone says. I got fits clean. Nothing really gets to me. And I think Matt's the same as well. And that's what me and Matt said. We've chat about this a fair few times. That we all know that we went close to winning the league, and they really didn't back us after that. I totally get where you're trying to get from, and I totally get where everyone's coming from. I mean, they've done it once, they've done it twice, they've done it 3 times. It's going to happen again. But this feels different, Matt, isn't it? That's what you're saying, Matt. This time. This just feels different to the rest of it, yeah.
Well, I mean, we have been spending money, I suppose, recently, the last couple of years, haven't we? You know, we broke our transfer record with Tungi and Ndombele. We brought in Lo Celso. We brought in, many other players. I just don't think there's been necessarily a plan and a way to go forward. Whereas this time does feel different. Like it's almost like he knows the players he needs, and he knows the formation he wants to play, and. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels a bit more different than under, Jose and, I don't know. I just think it does feel a bit more different. It just things I'm hearing and all the background noise and loads of different stories coming out each day from loads of different. So it can't be coincidence. It must be the truth.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So big up, Dan. Thanks for coming across our channel, coming in and listening to us, mate. And I hope you do like what you're seeing and come in again. Big up, Dan. Nice one.
You call in shows well down on after games sometimes. So if you want to pop in and have a, you say you're always welcome.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. That's what before I read Tony's message there. Matt's right there. We have fans calling shows and things like that. If you want to pop on, have your say, mate. Brilliant. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And guys, before we carry on as well, me and Matt, International Week. Right, we don't like international. Well, I personally don't. I don't like it. So me and Matt's come up with a quiz, the armchair football quiz. We've called it.
A bit of banter and a good laugh on a Saturday night. It should be good. We're not going to not create any content. We're going to keep you guys, keep the the videos going, and we're not going to let the international break stop us. But we didn't want to do like an international watch along. We just thought we're just going to do something fun, quiz.
Absolutely. Bring
your mates along. I'll tell your family, have a beer ready, and it'll be a good night.
Absolutely. So here it is, guys. So mine and Matt's the armchair football quiz. It will be on this Saturday evening, 8 p.m. The link's already out there. We will be retweeting it at the closer stage. So yes, as Matt said, come in, guys. Come in, have a bit of fun. It's 40 questions. It'll be on grounds. It'll be on who am I's. It'll be on general knowledge, Spurs related questions. So it'll be a bit of fun for everyone before Mr. Conte gets back to action with Spurs the following week. So get back to Tony's comment there saying Evening, Simon and Matt. Hope you both are well. Just popping in as I'm working tonight. Tony, thank you very much. Absolute legend on the channel. Always comes in, supports us, and top man. We're all well, and I hope you're doing well as well there, Tony. Sean says Conte plays defensive. That defensive midfield and back to back. Is that what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm trying to Conte plays.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is he thinking defensive-minded football? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think you want. Yeah. Pogba, Conte, Fabregas, Pedro, Ericsson, and Barella.
I don't know, but it's a defensive-minded football because Chelsea scored more goals than us in the season when we were unbeaten at White Hart Lane, and we scored a hatful of goals, and they scored more than us.
Yeah,
you know, Inter Milan, I think he nearly broke the Serie A record for the amount of goals in the league.
To play the Conte philosophy, formation, tactics, and that, we got to get Conte's players in. I mean, this pile of shit we've got at the minute, yeah, doesn't matter what tactics, what formation you set these fucking shit players up, it's not working, guys. It's not working. So just ride it until January, guys. Trust me, that's what I'm trying to say. Just ride this till January because he can try all kinds of stuff, and I do not think some of these players are just not good enough, and they've been here too long, and they need to go. And to me personally, Jake says, Matt, how is your fantasy team doing? Are you doing good at the minute?
I am second in my league, so not doing too bad. Let me see how many points I got this week. Hang on. I got 46 this week. Wasn't fantastic, but I got over the average. So as long as you do that, I suppose that's good.
There we go. Absolutely. Big up Jake as well. Big up Jake in Liverpool. Jake, you're a bit quiet, lad. You're a bit quiet.
He was fuming because he messaged me on.
Jake, you're a bit quiet, lad. What's going on?
Ross, mate. I was like, oh, go on, Jakey, lad.
Tony says, evening, Dan. Hope you're well, mate. Big up, Tony. You're all good, mate. I'm good, Dan. Doing a night shift. Fair play. Nights are a struggle, but more money, mate. Conte is 52. Conte, if backed, will be here for a long time. Absolutely, Sean. I still say, and I'm getting the feeling that what Conte was saying as well, he wants to be here for the long term.
Yeah.
So I think he's just probably seeing if Levy does back him, does back his mouth what he says, and if he does and he gets the right players in and we're doing well, and he sees the club's going in the right direction, I think there'll be no thing he'll sign for another.
He would have stayed at Inter if they didn't sell their players and say he couldn't get players in. Yeah, he was happy there, wasn't he? So. Yeah,
absolutely. Tony says more money, not well hard work, Dan. Only when bank holiday or overtime. Big up, Tony. Yes, Spinard, she's in the chat. I know this is a random question. It will never happen, but if you had the option to sign Messi or Ronaldo to Spurs, who would do it? Ronaldo all day long. Ronaldo all day long. Me personally, I think he's a better all-round player. Me personally, and do you know what? Do you know why I think he's a better player as well? He's gone to different clubs. And he's done it everywhere he's gone. To me, I mean, he's won everything everywhere he's gone. Messi's just been a one-club man. I'm not saying Messi's not a good player. Messi is a top talent. Top talent. But to me, just Ronaldo just pips it for me personally. Matt?
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you, especially after, we've seen Messi in the French league completely struggling. I think he's scored
absolutely,
one goal. Ronaldo's done it in several leagues. It'd suit, the Premier League, the league we're in, and yeah, you've got to go for Ronaldo for that aspect.
I'll tell you now, and I think what Matt said there is spot on. He's come back to the Premier League and he's hitting in like he's never been away, right? Yeah, to me, Messi will struggle like fuck. He'll get pushed around, bullied in the Premier League now at his age. But don't get me wrong, Messi
Oh, they're both unbelievable footballers. They're
Unbelievable
both
talent.
I think
Unbelievable.
I think they're the best two I've ever seen. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, unbelievable talent. And I've seen some good talent. I mean, the Zidanes, the Ronaldinhos, the Ronaldos, the Romario.
These
I
two
mean,
with them, it's just like another level. It's like up here. They're
Stan
like
Caballo, mate. Yeah,
like there.
absolutely,
It's ridiculous.
absolute top talent. Dan says, "How long has Mourinho don't manage England? Was that as long as Mourinho? Oh, right. Sorry.
Doesn't manage England. Yeah, I
yeah.
can't see that.
I can't, Dan. I can't see that.
I don't think the
Personally,
FA
I think
would they? English FA wouldn't want someone like that. They have to be a yes man like a Southgate.
yeah. Sean says Inter is my second team. Yes, big up Sean and his second team, Inter Milan. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. Gets laugh out loud.
Whoa, we got him on side.
Hey, go on, Sean. Oh dear. Richard says Ronaldo every single time he's tested himself in other countries. Like, yeah, absolutely, Richard. That's what wins me over Ronaldo over Messi. Where Messi hasn't tried out no other league. He's been in Spain all his life, all his career. Where Ronaldo's done it at United, he's done it at Real Madrid. Was it Juventus, Matt? After Real Madrid, was it Juventus?
Yeah, it was Juventus. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's back at United, banging in goals, saving them. Without his goals, I don't know where United would have been this season. So big up, Ronaldo. And Derek says that is why Levy got Nuno in. He knew it wouldn't cost. To me, Derek, I still say that Conte weren't ready in the summer, and I think Conte's gave that Paratici saying, "Listen, wait for me, I will come right when the time's right." And I think they looked at it and they probably said, "Right, let's get someone in just to steady the ship." As a stopgap. That's why I think they bring Nuno in on a 2-year contract, knowing on only 4 million this season, knowing if they do sack him, it's not going to cost them an arm and a leg to get rid of. To me personally, I've got loads of flipping comments here. Jesus flipping Christ, where are we? It's come way through, Matt. There must have been a connection problem because I don't have no comments there. They're all flipping just come in. Waiting for Conte. Sean says, I'm on skeptical about Paratici a bit. He is the top reason for Juventus decline.
He's also the reason massively inclined.
Absolutely, for successful as well. I mean, and is it his problem if the board in the end at Juventus probably didn't back the club? I mean, so it's not just all Paratici, but look what he's done for Juventus and done for Inter Milan. Yeah, let's look for them because no one looks at the good side of it. They always look at the skeptical side of it.
Negative, isn't it? It's always the
Tony says that's because Conte is a different level manager. We all know if he doesn't get the backing, that's it, taxi. Absolutely, Tony. Seriously, absolutely. I totally agree. Lily White Lady says, I honestly see it back in Conte. I understand it's happened before, but knowing Conte, he wouldn't have come to Tottenham if it wasn't guaranteed a strong budget. Absolutely, Lily White. Knocked it on the button. What me and Matt's been saying for a long time. That's what we believe as well. Devon, thanks for coming in, pal. The only transfer happening in January will be Harry Kane walking for 40 to 60 million feathers. Devon, thanks for your comment. Thanks for your opinion. It's much appreciated on this channel. We give everyone their entitlement to their opinion. But I just disagree with that one, mate. Personally, Harry Kane's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I think he'll be back
trust me,
next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I reckon that after Christmas, I reckon you could potentially see them really start to go on at goals. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, and definitely Conte will get back in January. 100%. Please just click this, click this stream because I'll tell you now, I don't care. I'm that confident that Conte is going to get backed, right? Maybe just one or two players, right? But these two players or whatever he gets in, they will be levels. Yeah,
You know what?
elite.
Even if it was 2, and they were like, signings, that he wanted, and they were big,
Skriniar and Flatovich.
I'd take that.
Yeah, all day long.
You would. Like, yeah. I just think you know what it's like in January. It's going to be hard to get 3 or 4. I think it will be like I think 2 to 3, and then
Fabrizio's more confident of 2 to 3, and he's putting his neck on the line, and he's saying he'll probably be saying, "Here we go, 3 times." So,
wow.
But Devon, thanks very much for your comment. Absolutely appreciate it, matey. Dan says, you Spurs fans are subscribed to your channel from this day, mate.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Thing is, Dan, there's some people come here that don't really agree with us. I mean, what we say. But that's mine and Matt's opinion. Matt's got different opinions to me. So at the end of the day, but we respect it. At the end of the day, but absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Dan. Devon says Levy has no money after paying out all these managers he sacked.
Not much
mate.
at all.
Seriously, mate.
He had enough to pay him 17.5 mil a year. He's got enough.
Yeah, he's got money, mate. Trust me. This club has got money. We haven't spent properly for years. Right, the Champions League money's still there. The league money's still there when we finish seconds and thirds and fourths.
Coming in perspective, our main owner, Joe Lewis, has a £1 billion art collection. Collection. Just, and then he's got his own island. He's got his own, his super yacht, which is near enough $1 billion. He's ridiculously rich.
Absolutely.
There's no excuse. There is money there. That stadium makes serious money.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely, it makes them. Apparently, Matt, it makes if it's a full stadium and everyone buys the drinks, beers, and so that £1 million a game. Let that sink in. £1 million a game.
Yeah, and let's be honest, we've already had a few concerts. We've had the boxing. God knows how much they made from that.
Yeah. So we might be a bit premature on this Levy and this Enoch thing, because from now on, going forward, and there's no more lockdowns and things like that, and full capacity stadiums, I'm telling you now, some money will come rolling in. Tony says, Dan, these are 2 great lads. Read all your messages. Let you jump on in chats. Both down to earth lads. Even if you do support. Tony, top guy. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll allow anyone on this channel, mate. As long as you keep it sound, as long as you don't take the piss. But yeah, we encourage people to come on in our fans chat. It's brilliant. Absolutely, we love it having other people on. Rich says, I'm the king of quiz. I know every single grounds and nickname in English football. Wait, Matt, wait on. Let's see if he knows this one. Well, let me just bring one up.
No, ruin it.
No, just one. Richard, this one here. I'll take the comment off. What stadium is this, Richard? What stadium is this? I'll give you a little clip. This will be in the quiz. What stadium is this?
But we're not going to tell you if it's
right. Sean says, sounds fun to have a quiz. Sean, come in, mate. 8 o'clock Saturday evening. 40 questions. General knowledge. Me and Matt's been working on it. We're still working it. We still got to come up with the general knowledge yet. And the Spurs. We've done the grounds. We've done the players. So Lily White Lazy, looking forward to that quiz, lads. Thank you very much, Lily White. Richard says, Danny, it's a fantastic channel, mate. Who needs Dave Station when you can have some fat? He's absolutely
I'll take it, but yeah. I'm hoping you're not doing what you think you're doing.
Laugh out loud and Richard says defensive midfielder. All right. And box to box. Right.
Of course.
Facts and stats. Yes, pal. Sorry, I'm not commenting, Simon, Matt. I'm a bit busy at the moment, but been listening to the show. Hope you're both well, and hopefully I'm free to join the quiz. Yes, facts and stats. Big up yourself there, matey. Or
busy, like you say, as long as great that you even tune in, even if you are busy. So we really appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah, we do appreciate everything. Dan says, Tony, yeah, I can tell, mate. I definitely be watching all the time. They are from now on. You can tell they're down. Dan, absolutely fantastic, matey. Listen to Tony. He's got good taste. No, he's a West Ham fan. He's the top man, Tony. Top hammer. Sean says, Tony, aren't you Paul supporter? Oh. No, he's a West Ham. Oh,
that's an insult.
Jake says, don't bring up Sunday, laugh out loud. I have certainly some of these players' contracts. Oh dear, absolutely, Jake. Fantastic. Sean says, anyone think West Ham have a chance of winning the league? I tell you now, they'll have a chance of getting the top 4. Trust me.
Yeah.
To continue the form.
I don't really mean. It's not like a Leicester season where you've got teams well off it. I mean, City and Chelsea look kind of up for it. City look up for it again. And
I think Liverpool can go another run, personally, if they keep the first bit.
I know, obviously, it's one loss for Liverpool. They'll come back, I'm sure. And West Ham have obviously just had. Is it Ogbonna? I think he's out for the season. So
yeah, he's got ACL injury.
Yeah, and he's been playing a lot of quite a few of the games, isn't he? He's quite stable in that back 4. So yeah, they probably need to dip into the January market, but fair play to them. They're doing really well.
Absolutely. Sean, no, mate, I'm a Hammers fan. Okay, I forgot, Tony. We had our director of football resign at the end of the season, had enough of Liverpool's owners not giving money to spend. I see that. Jake say you'll get back to winning ways, mate. I think so as well. Hopefully, Tony, but if we lose to Arsenal, they go above us and I'm finished for the season. I want to come on someday with you fellas. Sean, we'll set that up, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll set it up 100%, matey. Not a problem. Tony says, Jake, please don't say that. We would never hear the end of it, especially from Terry. Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, not
yeah,
Terry.
please. Don't no, please. Sean says, Dan says, Sean, Tony is a quality Hammers fan, the proper respectful as hell is. I wish all the Hammers were like, I might like them a bit more than laugh out loud. Sean says Paratici's first signing when right left was Ronaldo.
There you go.
There you go. It could be Gareth Bale in January.
Oh, so. Don't, Simon.
Sean says I'm not negative about him, but he made a little bit of terrible decisions. What was the reason for the success of youth? Bale's back. Look, Pepe Sarr. Yeah, Pep Sarr. I think it'll be a fantastic signing next year. Trust me. And Gordon, the keeper. I'm not sold on this guy at all. Me personally.
100% sure, but we haven't really seen what I've seen anyway. But
Conte doesn't rate Skriniar. He won't come. He does. Apparently, he rates Skriniar.
Yeah. He likes him and De Vrij and
7 richest owners in Europe.
There you go.
No, he doesn't own an island, but lives on a very
island. Yeah.
All right, boys. Yes. Top 943 coming in. Kelly JTV. Yes. No ketchup and mayo. Tungy will probably ask for a transfer. Yes, pal. Paul, he will Google it.
Burgers either, no bread.
Paul, you didn't tell us what the weather's like in Florida.
Yeah, the weather update?
I've seen the guy who does vlogging, but for theme parks. He's out in Florida at the minute. in Islands Adventures, and it looked very, very nice. He's in shorts and t-shirts, so it's got to be nice there, Paul.
Oh, there we go. It's gonna
Darren
be like
says,
isn't it?
does that mean Conte names the player and Levy will fight tooth and nail to close the deal, no
No,
matter
this is
the
what
cost?
people aren't getting. It's not going to be Levy. It's going to be Paratici.
Yeah.
He's the football
Absolutely.
director. He's in charge of transfers. He did all the summer business. He got Romero in.
Yeah.
You think Daniel
Absolutely.
Levy would get Romero in? No way.
But me personally, Darren, I'm with Matt there. Paratici is the one who does these deals. Okay, Levy, as what people would say, he signs the checks off and things like that. But I think more now. I think Paratici and Conte have got most of this control now of this, and it should be. That's how it should be. Derek says Huddersfield, but I guess no, it's not Huddersfield.
Ooh,
It's not Huddersfield.
good effort,
Right,
though.
guys, got to go. Hope to catch up as soon again. Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe, share, and subscribe to these two. Come on, you guys. Tony, you're a
Tony,
legend.
mate.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in. We
a good
appreciate
shift.
your time, mate. And we'll see you again, mate. Absolutely.
Yes,
Get
mate.
into the quiz. If you're free Saturday night, Tone,
Oh, yeah, it'd be great.
come in. And Sean says Paratici and Conte has a budget. Levy has no say. He's realised he was a terrible.
What's on, Sean?
What stadium is this? I could only see the roof. Come on. You said here.
You're not supposed to see the whole thing.
Come on. You're not seeing the whole thing. Come on. Where's this? Come on, Rich. Where's this? Oh dear, we've got him stuck here. Sean says, I'm Inter fan. He benched Skriniar until he didn't have a choice. Clip this. Simon, that stadium question is too easy. Derek, what stadium is it? Tell us. It's not Huddersfield. It's not Huddersfield, trust me. And I'm not telling either. Italians run our club. Darren say true. I stand correct, lads. Darren, absolutely fantastic, pal. Matt, next question I want to get onto, mate. There's a couple questions I want to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many, here we go, do you expect to see from Fabrizio Romano in January?
I'm going to put my neck on the line here, and I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to go 3. We're going to get 3.
Oh, 3. And names?
That is hard. I think Vlahovic. I don't know how you say his name. That will get done. Bale. And I can dream. Go on, I'll go Skriniar.
Oh, me personally, I think he's going to bring in a Skriniar. If not a Skriniar, it's going to be the other guy at Inter Milan.
Oh, De Vrij.
Definitely.
Must own it.
De Vrij. Apparently, Fabrizio said it's not an option. Apparently, it's not an option. They will not want to sell this guy in January. But he didn't mention that same about Skriniar, so we may get a chance to probably be Skriniar. I'm going with Vlahovic. I think that'll be over the line, and I think they'll get Kesse over the line in January instead of the summer. Conte apparently wants this over the line in January, so watch this space on the Kesse one. It could be over the line.
No Bale?
Do you know what? I would love to say Gareth Bale, Matt. I would love it.
Oh,
is it just rumours we're hearing? But it's good sources. We're hearing it from.
Yeah,
There
is he
must be
playing for
something.
Real at
There's
the moment?
talk in it. There must be talk in it.
Is he playing for Real at the moment? I don't know. I don't think he is he? I haven't seen
No,
him in the
he's out. He's
Champions
out
League.
with an injury, is he? If I'm correctly.
Oh, flipping hell.
No, I don't know. It was about a month ago, but I don't know if he's
Yeah. Well, I
returned
was
or anything
watching
like
it the other night, and it was Vinicius, Benzema, and I think it was Rodrigo. So they're just going with all their younger lot. So
Yeah.
don't know.
Didrik says Bournemouth. That stadium picture. No, not Bournemouth. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. I'll tell you now. Derek says Blackvich, Skriniar, and
Oh, that would be lovely. Brozovic.
yeah, Bodfrit. That's it. Yeah. Ooh. Barrera. Is it the Barrera?
Barrea.
I'll have him. Yeah,
He's
Barrera.
class, he is.
Bow on a 3. Sean says Blackvich, Bastoni, Pepsar recalled with money compensation to Mets. Seriously, that Pepsar, I think he can do a job now. Seriously, he's a fantastic player. Fantastic start.
Get him in the summer, give him that proper pre-season under Conte.
Yeah. Jake says Leighton Orient. No. Matt, who do you think that stadium is?
Well, I know the answer.
Oh, do you? Have I told you?
Yes.
All right, okay.
I can't say it. I can't.
I'm not taking the Richards. Oh, brilliant. Dietrich says 11 because we need a new starting 11. Honestly, I expect Flatovich, Kessie, Bodfich, and Rumguli. Yeah, that's the guy from Mason Milan, isn't it? Yeah,
good, very good player.
That will be good enough to challenge for top 4, and during the summer we finish the work. Yeah, seriously, absolutely.
Mate, that'd be unbelievable. But
unbelievable.
I think 3 would be unbelievable. But yeah.
Sean says Saar benched at Mets currently. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I only came off the bench the other day. Yeah.
Jake says, can you give us a clue at what sort of level in the football pyramid it is?
Whoa. No, forget that. It's not a bloody.
Oh, I'll tell you now, it's not in the Premier League. That's what I was saying.
Oh, great clue.
Oh, see, it wasn't a clue, Louise. Okay, it's not in the Championship either. There you go. That's it. That's all you've been given. That's all you're getting. So, to me, how many here we go do we expect from Fabrizio Romano? I'll love to say 3. I'll love to say 3, me personally.
It's going to be hard.
Maybe pushing it will be 2. A Skriniar and a Vlahovic. It depends on this Kessie deal. It's £12 million now, or 3 in the summer.
I mean, 12 million really isn't that much.
No, and I don't know how old is he. 25, something like that.
He's gonna be 25, yeah.
Yeah, so he's young still. He's a quality player. Me personally, I'll take the gamble ones rather than me personally, and I'll get them 3 in Skriniar, Kessie, and Vlahovic. Bale, I'll love to see. I'll love to see a Bale back at his club again.
He deserves that almost to come back with fans, I think, as well.
Yeah, I don't think Kessie will come. To be honest, I think he will just from. I really do think
in January he'll be here in summer.
Apparently as well, from a couple of sources that Kessie, the only club who wants to join is us at the minute. So I see Paul nabbing him. No, I really can't. Seriously, I can see the Paul from not Paul, the Paul from the Paratici and Conte. Seriously, I'm telling you now, these 2 are going to be animals in that transfer window. Trust me, with the Paul of them 2. Can you please show the stadium once again? Right, once more, guys. Yeah, because Matt's not allowing me. You think no, that's enough. Once more. Here we go. there you go, guys. There's the stadium. Which stadium is it? I'm going to take it off the screen now. I'll give you one more clue, guys. It's not Accrington Stanley. It's a team up north. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So how many times I'm pushing my neck out? I'm going to go 3, Matt. I'm going to send you 3. A 4th Gareth Bale will be quality. That'll just be the ice and the cake.
I mean, do
and
you
Derek
think
say Blackpool? No.
do you think they would? Are they looking at Bale as maybe sort of that alternative if they can't get Vlahovic till the summer? Do you think?
Maybe, but with it to the summer, I think there'll be other options. City will come calling. I think Conte has already noticed this. Cities and all that are floating about for him, and I think normally City don't spend massive in January either. They don't tend to buy these big signings in January, do they? They wait for the summer. So if we do wait for the summer, Matt, I can see there'll be other options. I think we need to go and do it now, me personally. And add a Bale, me personally.
Maybe
Bale don't want to come back. Seriously?
I don't think he wants to come back. I'm sorry. Like, why would he want to just somewhere where he's loved compared to somewhere where he's hated?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So the last question of the night, Matt, is this one, matey. If the board give Conte what he wants and back him to the hill, would you then start to change your views with Levy and ENIC?
Whatever I say here, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Everyone's controversial.
No, it's seriously, Matt. You're allowed to go back on your opinions and on what we've said about ENIC and Levy out and things like that.
Yeah.
To me, the reason why we say Levy and ENIC now because they don't show ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't shown ambition for 20 years, right? Now all of a sudden they are showing some sort of ambition with bringing in Conte. It looks like it's showing ambition and bringing in some big players in January for Conte, right? What I'm saying is they've done step 1 right, Conte. They do step 2 right and back into the hill and bring in 2, 3 top elite end signings. Yeah. Will the Levy outers just change their mind a bit? Will their views on Levy, will it change a bit?
Well, I mean, I suppose potentially. I suppose if he proves us all wrong, then you'd have to hold your hands up and go, "I was wrong," And he does.
But there's nothing wrong, and holding your hands up, Matt, and being wrong, right? Because we're all doing this for the best of the interest of the club.
Yeah,
we all want Spurs to do well. We all want Spurs to win trophies, and if these are holding their hands up over because they know they're messed up.
Yeah.
They're trying to fix things, right? Why can't us Spurs fans change our minds, change our views on how we look into so Matt's gone off there. So me, I'll definitely change my views, me personally. 100%. Yeah. Change my views on how I do look at Levy and ENIC, and I'll show him some respect. Matt's back in. Matt, how's it going?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm there. I got kicked off, but I'm back.
Right. Yeah. Would you?
Right, I'll give this a go. If he proves me wrong, Simon, and he proves us wrong, then I will come on here and we both will. I'm sure we'll both hold our hands up and say we were wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying you were wrong.
Yeah.
I believe that all of us have probably made many, many mistakes over the years. Maybe not as many as Levy and ENIC, but maybe if they get this right, then all is forgiven. If we win, some of the big trophies and get back to where we want, and we're going in the right direction, then I have no problem with them staying at the club, as long as it's not a short-term fix and they keep doing it. But I think with us in this stadium now, and like you say, with all hopefully COVID out the way and the lockdowns and money coming in and, you know, concerts and boxing fights, and if they stick to that and keep Paratici in with, you know, Conte long term, then this football club can come back to success and we can go on to win the big stuff. I really do think that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would change my views. You'd have to. If he's gone and proved you wrong and put his money where his mouth is, then you have to hold up your hands. Whoever you are, whether you've done the protest, whether you Enoch in or Enoch out, you hold your hands up and go, I was wrong, you know? There's nothing wrong in this day and age to say you were wrong and you're sorry. That, you know, there's not enough of it in the world, you know? So
absolutely.
That's my kind of take on it, I think.
And Wayne says one transfer window wouldn't be enough for me. Levy would have to do it consistently in every transfer window and not just a one-off. Literally, not every owner does it every transfer window, Wayne. That's what I'm trying to say. But everyone's trying to, because he's done it for so many years and that. Everyone, that's what I'm saying. Everyone just jumps on the bandwagon. And you know what? About these Spurs fans and some of these Spurs fans, right? They haven't got their own opinion. They haven't got their own minds. They jump on bandwagons. They jump on little sleazy comments what other people put out there. You know what I mean? And they jump on it without having their own little think about it, having their own little view. I mean, to me, Daniel Levy and Enoch, if they do back Conte in this January transfer window, and there is no question that they'll do the same in the summer. Trust me, 100% they'll do it in the summer, and that's what Matt said. Because why? Because if COVID stays clear and we finish the season with full capacities and things like that, the money will be there. Because without a shadow of a doubt, I believe that if Tottenham back Conte in this transfer window, with all the players we got, the squad we got, and to add to it, I think Conte will get us top 4. If he gets us top 4, we are laughing. We are laughing next summer in a transfer in that transfer window. We really are. That makes a massive force next summer. I mean, with Conte at the helm, you know what I mean, with the players who will get in, it'll make it a massive pull in it, Tottenham, in next summer, Matt, in it. If he pulls off a top 4 finish, maybe a trophy, and just blows everyone out of the water, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, you know, if we could even get into the top 4 with him as our manager, God knows what we could do the next season with, you know, he's got a big pull anyway, but if you get him into the Champions League, blimey, you're going to have a... Yeah. But I think even without it, I think, you know, I'd love us to win a trophy this season if we can.
Absolutely. Wait, we've seen that one. Sean says, okay, and Delbert posted Bale back to Spurs on YouTube. Nothing he posted has ever happened. I haven't seen on YouTube nothing like that, matey. I just follow Twitter. Certain people only follow who I listen to. These tier 1 sources, yeah, and a few of them are coming out of it about the Bale back to Spurs, but it's not a done deal, nothing like that. It's just Conte is interested.
It might be one that we don't do in January, and maybe when he's on a free in the summer, it might just suit us more.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake says Morecambe. No. Keep guessing, Jake. Sean says yes. Spurs fans are parrots. Devon says I heard Conte banned the use of ketchup, mayo, and sandwiches, and came on to overseas the. Yeah, absolutely yes. He's banned all his pizzas as well. Apparently, he's banned
anything like that. He wants to be more like fruit and stuff.
Apparently, the fitness coach he's got on his teams, unbelievable. They are unbelievable. Seriously, There's a couple of players are already saying they are dead. They feel like dead.
Yeah.
They come to that training ground, but that's how it should be.
Good.
It paid all this money.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be, me personally. Oh, Derek's saying Fleetwood. Oh, could it be Fleetwood? Could it be Fleetwood, Matt?
Could be.
It might be. It doesn't. Could be. Fleetwood or Salford City.
Oof.
Could be. Could be. Sean says, anyways, we've been terrible since Baines left and Levy took over his responsibility. So if Levy stands out and runs us like a football club and not as a property, I'll stop the Enoch out. How much Googling you you do, Derek? Yeah, he definitely is on his stadium. He wants it right. He wants it. So, Matt, before we end the stream, Matty, my quick reaction to this then is, if the board do back Conte this January transfer window, and they back him properly, I will not have no squirms of changing my views a bit on Levy and Enoch. And I want to see it again in the summer. You know what I mean? If it happens again summer, then we'll have to have a look. We'll have a look, because you can't just. You got to ask yourself, why are you protesting against Enoch? Well, you're protesting against Enoch and Levy because they are not running it as a football club. They run it as a business, and they've got no ambition of taking this club on the pitch forwards. Right now, they're showing it at the minute that Conte appointment, and with all the noise come out yesterday saying Conte's got the full control on transfers. Now the Levy outers are still. I mean, they're still at it. I mean, and to me, I'm not saying I'm going to stop like Levy out and proper Levy. No, nothing. It's nothing like that. I'll give credit where credit's due to anyone who wants to make a change, and I think Levy, Enoch want to make a change. They really do. And I tell you now, our old man's up, mate. I tell you, if this all goes right, trust me, and I'll come out and I'll say yes, I was slagging these off, but they've proved me wrong. And there's nothing wrong. That's what Matt said. Nothing wrong in proving wrong. And we want to be proven wrong, Matt, isn't it? We keep saying this, isn't it? We keep saying with Nuno. Well, I hated Nuno being at the club. Not as a person. I thought he's quite a nice person. Just don't think he fitted Tottenham. That's what I thought. Just didn't fit Tottenham. Mediocre football manager. But I wanted him to prove us wrong. I keep saying this, Matt, innit? I love him, but I knew he would prove us wrong. I knew he wasn't up to the standards. You know what I mean? So I would love for Levy and Enoch to prove me wrong. I mean, one window, no, it's not good enough. And I think Matt will say that as well. One window won't be good enough. We want to see this again in the summer. And going forward as well, beyond the summer as well. You know what I mean? So
Conte wouldn't let it happen, would he? He'd walk if he didn't get what he wanted.
Yeah. So to me, my last words, guys. If you Enoch in, you're Enoch out. Levy out. Let's just show them a tiny bit of appreciation, yeah, of what they've done so far. You know what I mean? Because we can look at it and say we could have had Nuno still. I mean, we could have reacted slowly, and United could have had Conte. You know, we've all been slagging them off. You didn't react quick enough because they got Conte now. Rah rah rah. Well, we done it before United. So does that, as what Matt said, does that show we're showing more ambition than United? I mean, it's telling me it has. And other people are saying it as well. It's not like what me and Matt. Other people are saying it as well. Other non-Tottenham fans are saying Daniel Levy showing more ambition for appointing Antonio Conte. So everyone's entitled to their opinion. I mean, I do respect it. I mean, I'm not getting no arguments with no one over football. It's so petty argument. You know what I mean? Because it's all about opinions. That's what football's great about. Football's about opinions. Everyone is entitled to it. But to me, I think the change is now. I think slow but surely we're seeing a bit of change from Munich and Levy, and let's hope that continues, Matt. So, Matt, have you got anything to say before we go out, matey?
Not too much. Obviously, get behind Spurs. We've got to wait till we get to January, but I do think we've got some good games coming up. I think we could possibly go on a run. You saw patterns of play and ways that the wing backs are going to be used. Against Everton, I don't think we played terribly against Everton. I just thought they played reasonably solid as well on the day, and we cancelled sort of each other out. But I think we'll get better. We'll get fitter in the next couple of weeks. Try and enjoy this international break. Maybe just switch off from football, go and spend time with your loved ones or family or whatever. Don't need to watch England because there's no point. And join us on Saturday for the armchair quiz. See you there.
Yes, that's it. As Matt said, go enjoy your family time and all that, but don't forget the armchair football quiz. Me and Matty, Saturday night, 8 p.m. You've had a bit of a glimpse of one of the stadiums. Can he get it right? Can he get more points than me and Matt? Oh dear, for now. Sean, I could be all night with this one. Appreciation. What 6 years of terrible transfers slowly strangle life at the club. This is what we're trying to say. We know. Me and Matt are not stupid. We're not silly biddies. We know what they've done to this club. Yeah. But let bygones be bygones. Let's not hold grudges.
A new era now, or potentially a new era for us.
Let's not hold grudges. They've done what they've done, and they know that they fucked up at this football club, right? So I think it's time now we should be showing just a tiny bit of appreciation. But it's tied up to you. It's your opinion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm showing some appreciation because
also,
they've shown some ambition.
Yeah, definitely.
Some sort of shift, big ambition shift of appointing Antonio Conte. You know what I mean? An elite manager. Elite. When I say elite, he's up there. Top 4 managers in the world. Right? And he's come to Tottenham. Let's not fucking kid ourselves, you know what I mean? Right? Of what Conte can do and what he can bring. But that will not happen if Daniel Levy and Enoch didn't agree with Paratici, because Paratici drove this deal. He's the one who said, I want Conte now. I mean, and they've agreed to it. I mean, this is what I'm trying to say, Sean. I know they've done so many bad mistakes. Yes, they could have brought at certain points where we just finished a Champions League final, we'd lost, could improve the squad to kick on again. Yes, we know they've done wrong. But as Matt said there, this is hopefully, fingers crossed, is a start of a new era at Tottenham. And let's hope it does. I mean,
I think there's been some good transfers over the years. I mean, for Tonga and Alderweireld, Moussa Dembele, Ericsson, these players that we have bought, when some are out of the blue and they've turned out, really good. Recently, no, there hasn't been many good transfers, but I don't think anyone was complaining when Tungi and Ndombele was signed.
Absolutely. So when Gareth Bale come back.
Exactly. You have to have that balance, I think.
Yeah. But thanks for your comment, Sean. We totally agree. We not agree. We totally respect your opinions as well, matey. Derek says, great stream, guys. Thank you. Not a problem, Derek. Absolutely. Thanks for coming in, pal. Sean said, our offence was it Stargren?
Stagnant.
Oh, right. Okay. Had fun, guys. Thank you, Sean. Sure ambition, keep sceptical. Gentleman agreement. I don't think it's gentleman agreement, Sean. I really don't, mate. I really, really don't. Dan says, "Oh, what a player, Musin Dembele are missing." So, yeah, I mean, players like that will be signed. Do you know what I mean? So, to me, it's not a gentleman agreement. 100%, it's not a gentleman's agreement, and it's going to be squashed in January.
This has been
Not
signed.
a chance.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
We'll see. We'll come back to all these ones who don't think it's going to happen, and we'll talk and see if you have changed your mind a bit over Daniel Leeds. If he does bring in 3 elite players in January, yeah, I don't think you want to come back on his stream and have it out with me and Matt because because we will be saying the big told you so. You know what I mean? We said it about Conte coming in, everyone laughed at us. Said we're deluded. Wake up, give your head a wobble. That's the words we got told. Yeah. It's not happening. What happened? Conte come. Now I'm saying they're gonna back him to the hill now. Absolutely. So clip this, come back to us. But we are gonna head out, guys. Been over an hour and 40. It's a bit didn't want to do that long, but thanks to Matt for coming on. Absolutely fantastic.
Anytime.
Always a help on the channel. And me and Matt back again. Remember, guys, I'll do it one more time. This is what we're coming up. The Armchair Football Quiz, guys, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Come and join me and Matt and have some fun. Get it out there, guys. I will get that back out there tomorrow, so everyone can start retweeting it to get your family and friends on it. It should be fun, guys. But me and Matt's got to think of 5 general knowledge now. Questions each. I'll think of them. I'll get them. And Spurs related ones. So I've said thanks for everyone who's come in. I really do appreciate it. And hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the week. We'll hopefully see you Saturday evening to join us. And after a good stream tonight, guys, sounds like Conte and Paratici is heading the controls of transfers in January. Gareth Bale, is he coming back? Whoa. Is a trilogy on? Whoa.
Oh, stop.
Oh, we don't know. Let's hold it there. Hold it there.
Hold it there, yeah.
Bats and Stats says, great stream as always, lads. Sorry I couldn't be more involved, but finally, not a problem. Bats and Stats, you're always in there, mate. You always give your say and always enjoy it, mate. Thank you very much, pal. So thanks for everyone who's tuned in tonight. There's been too many of you. Thank you very much for your support. And for the new ones as well, Dan as well, Danny, who's coming for the first time tonight. Big up, respect, mate. Absolutely fantastic. And Dan, I would like to know where you did actually come across us, how you got into following us, which is quite interesting. And so I know which way we can post out more. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Seriously, in Conte we trust.
Yeah.
In Conte we trust, guys. And I've been Premier Hotspur TV, guys. I've been Simon. This has been my co-host Matt.
Cheers,
so, guys, good night. God bless. And wait up, guys. We'll leave you with this. Good night. God bless. Good night. God bless, guys. Conte, we trust him. Yeah. Back him, guys. Yeah. And we'll see you Saturday night. Don't be late. 8 p.m. The Armchair Football Quiz. See you soon, guys.
Come on, you